All right, everyone. You've got Robinlynne keeping the vibes live and going over to Bum Rush Too Good for Radio. Relationship war stories. I kind of like finagled myself over there. I really like it's one of my favorite shows anywhere. And I have on Vibes Live with me, I have Big Rod from VAC Productions. Yes. Yes, and Swift Dizzle. Yes, and we are going to sit and we're going to listen to an episode of Relationship Wars, and we're going to talk amongst ourselves about it. Then I'm going to feed it over there to Too Good for Radio and see if we can get on. Yeah, shout out to Southeast Hip Hop Magazine and Southeast Hip Hop South Coast Records and all that. I got so much going on in my head. Let me just click play. I want to give shout outs to everybody, but whatever. Hi. Hi, see me waving? Okay, so now, here we go. You ready, fellas?
Yeah, we ready.
All right, now, this one is going to be good. This topic is, what did I say it was? Hold on, I got to find it again. I moved. Yeah, strip clubs while in a relationship.
You're listening to Relationship War Stories, and I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this installment of Relationship War Stories, what I want to talk about is strip clubs. I was thinking, what do you want to talk about strip clubs for in on Relationship War Stories? Well, I just want to get your opinion on something, you know? And feel free to post your comments down there below, and we'll get a discussion going. And if the ball gets rolling on this discussion, then I'll make another video or a video response if somebody makes a video response to this about about this particular thing. Now I wanted to ask, and this is not something I'm going through or anything like that, but this is just something that just came up, just something popped into my head. You think that if you're in a relationship, right, or married or anything, or serious, non-serious, whatever, you're dating somebody exclusively, should you leave the strip clubs alone? I'm saying strip clubs, just going to a strip club, is that considered cheating? Or, are you breaking away from the relationship just by going to a strip club? And I want to get your thoughts on that. Do you think, oh, well, no, if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be doing anything like that. You shouldn't be going to a strip club. Or if you're a woman, you shouldn't be going to these, seeing these Channing Tatum guys, Chippendale dancers and stuff. Let me ask you, do you think you should or shouldn't? Is it okay? Is it not okay? Because I'm going to give my opinion on it right now. Actually, I'm kind of actually on the fence with this. Because I want to say, not really. I think of it, even though it's, it's for sexual kind of reasons that you go to a strip club. Now, it's not because you love dancing so much. It's not like it's the ballet or anything. It's not that you love dancing so much. You just like to see women, take the clothes off, and same thing with the men or whatever. You like to see naked bodies and breast in your face dancing and all the stuff like that. That's the real reason. I wouldn't say that. Even though with that being said, it's still not a thing to me. I don't think that that's a thing that I still don't think that's kind of cheating. I think cheating if you because a lot of those strippers also double as prostitutes too. So I say if you say, well, I pay a little extra, we do something in the back. You just cheated. But just to see a woman, take her stuff off, you pay for a lap dance or whatever like that. I think I think it's okay. Now, see, I'm not much of a strip club guy myself. To be honest with you, I'm not. I'm not a strip club guy. Not because of any kind of, I'm some kind of straight edge, straight arrow kind of guy. Ain't nothing like that. I've been to strip clubs, but my thing is this: if I'm gonna, if I'm gonna be spending that kind of money, or I usually if I'm gonna be spending money on a woman like that, it's not gonna be for a tease. Because I think that strip club is kind of a tease. Some woman taking clothes off and you don't get to have sex with her, you just get to look at her. I can go to a magazine or look at a porno flick. For free. Well, no, you got to pay for those things to get it. But I can keep rewatching it if I want to see some some hot naked bodies. You know, you can go on the internet and check out some hot naked bodies. You know, but you know, going to the strip club, you know, and throwing some, you know, putting some dollars down somebody's G-string and stuff, you know, just to, you know, get them to, you know, take, you know, put on a little show for you. You know, if I'm spending money, we got to be doing something. Like, you know, we got to, you know, if I'm, you know, because I hear about guys spending hundreds of dollars up in the strip club just for lap dances and things like that. And no, not with me. If we're doing, if I'm spending hundreds of dollars, I've banged every woman in the strip club. That's just me, though. Not saying that. Well, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get in
Time to get
these type
naked.
of things with me, but I just want to get your opinion though. Is that a no? If you're in a relationship, no, you can't go to the strip club. Or you think, well, yeah, it's fine. You can't go to the strip club. What is your opinion? What is your opinion? Feel free to post your comments below. And another thing I'd like to add to that strip club thing, if you're a guy or a woman who's been going to the strip club before you met the person that you're with, and then the person you're with saying, okay, now that you're, you know, with me, you got to stop going to the strip club. But that's something that's part of your tradition. That's something that you love to do. You love to just, you know, okay, on every last Saturday or even on off night, every last Wednesday of the month, you know, I got to go to the strip club because that's what I do. You know, I think you should continue doing that because I hate the you know, these relationships where I hear about these guys like, oh, you know, I used to love to do this, but then, you know, I'm with my wife now and she says I can't do it. And it doesn't even have to have anything to do with like cheating or other women. You know, things like, you know what, I used to love to watch, I'm just using this as a quick on the fly example. I used to love to watch Saturday Night Live, you know, on Saturdays, but then I got married and she said we couldn't do that anymore. Like, I'm like, oh my God, no, I wouldn't do that kind of compromising. Because if you got to compromise that much, you're with the wrong person. I'm sorry. You know, so you know, so I believe that some of your old habits, as long as it's not anything that's just, you know, there's something that's just like cheating or something that's abusing your partner or anything like that. I think a lot of those old habits you had as a single person should be grandfathered into the relationship because that's why so many people, I guess, are so hesitant to get into these serious relationships because they have to stop doing the things that some of the things that they enjoy and love doing, and you know, when they get into a relationship, it's like, okay, well, now you have to stop that. You gotta grow up now. You gotta quit that. And you know, and I'm not, you know, and a lot of guys, and even a lot of women too, are not with that. Like, okay, no, this is me. This is what I like doing. But enough about the rambling. Let me ramble on some more. It's something else I want to say too. Mr. Boom Boom Bang has a single. You know, it was released a couple months ago, but it's still hot today. It's called Freaky Noise, and basically they're saying this is the strip club anthem of 2013, and it definitely is. It's not on his current release though. It's not on the you know, on his mixtape, you know, the Rebuild. But it's a single that was released before the mixtape and before the lead single to the mixtape. So you know, you definitely check out Freaky Noise. It's definitely a strip club anthem, and you know, in the DJs and the bloggers are saying that it is a strip club anthem of 2013. I'm gonna put the link in the information box below, so you can check that out yourself. And but yeah, that's all I'd like to say. I just want to know, get your opinion. Strip clubs, if you're in a relationship, are they in or are they out? All right. That's all I like to say. I'm just some guy named Jay, and you've been listening to Relationship War Stories.
All right. Who wants to go first? Who wants to tackle that first? Fellas?
I mean, well, if you want to go ahead and you're single, I'm married. I think kind of close it out.
Yeah. I'll tackle that first. I mean, the way I see it, you know what I'm saying, it's just like entertainment, you know what I'm saying. People spend money to go to basketball games. They spend, you know what I'm saying, anywhere from $100 to $1,000, you know what I'm saying, football games, basketball, you know what I'm saying. The strip club, it's enough for entertainment, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm as far as with a mate, they should at least be enough security, you know what I'm saying, let you go. I know couples who go together, you know what I'm saying, but you know, at the same time, you know, you don't want to be in there spending your whole, you know, rent check, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you looking crazy when bills come around, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do, you know, do your thing in moderation, but I can't say honestly nothing is with it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know, I mean, secure your relationship, it should be no problem. But you know what I'm saying? You take outside those terms, and you know, you face the consequences of that yourself. That's what I say about it.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. That makes sense. I mean, my whole take on the situation, and being married, it's not too much different from what Swift said. I know in my relationship, you know, in our marriage, the way we have things, it's like, okay, if, you know, if someone's getting married, let's say if one of my homeboys getting married, he's single, whatever, you know, we get there, we put the bachelor party together, you know, the stripper's going to be there. The same thing with my wife. So as far as those type of things, we're really not tripping like that on that. I mean, that's life. It happens. But me personally, I just don't see the need to really go out there unless it's an occasion. Like, I don't just get up, I'm going to the strip club tonight, or she doesn't do that. So it's kind of to each his own. But I feel like at the end of the day, I'd rather spend my money doing something else. You know, but you know, at the end of the day, I mean, it's entertainment. But yeah, I'm I just you know what I mean? I do it for sport or whatever, just for the occasion. But just me, you know, I'm going out to the strip club tonight. That's just not me. That's not that's just.
Okay.
I don't think for someone to continuously do it all the time, I think that there is an underlying problem that's probably going on in a relationship to where at the end of the day, you know, your significant other always got to go out to the club. Always got to go out to the strip bar. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, I can get naked and dance in front of you. What's up with that?
Yeah.
You got to. And we can go to Red Lobster. We can spend that money at Red Lobster. Then I can come home and dance. That's what you want. But
well, if you're turning, and if you look at it like this, if you're with someone, and then if you find yourself turning to other sources for something, then you're with the wrong person. Because you can't just take parts and pieces of people. You might can try, and you might can go along several years like that, and then you wake up one day and find that, wow, you can't do that. It just doesn't work like that. You can't part yourself out like that, and you can't take pieces of people like that either. If you find yourself, okay, oh wait a minute, now watch this. I happen to think that a bunch of men standing there, watch this, standing there just paying, never mind the pain, but a bunch of men in a room all together, and they're watching a woman or women stand up there and dance. Do your thing, girls. Okay, all right. Everybody knows that I'm a minister, and I am up for the righteousness, and so everybody got to get theirs, like I got to get mine, and we all have to repent and all that. So I don't need to stand up here like this, that, and that, and the other. Okay, because life is. It just is what it is, and ain't nobody better than nobody else. So girls, do what you do, because there are all consequences, and the wages of sin is death. And so, you know, I'm not trying to die, and I hope you're not trying to die either. And that's all I have to say about that. But the men are sitting up there, a whole bunch of men are sitting up there watching a woman or women, okay? And like some guy named Jay says, you're in an environment, so you're not going to be banging them. So I happen to think, this is what I think. I think a bunch of men sitting around in a room watching a girl, but they're sitting around, there's a bunch of men and they're all aroused. I think you guys are gay when you're sitting around in a room like that and you're getting off on a girl. But I think you guys are getting off on each other, and I think you guys are gay. I really think so. I think that's gay. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't go and you don't be alone, I mean, what's the purpose of being aroused if you ain't going to sit up there and be with them? And then there's people that they sit there in their hours and they give up their money and their credit cards and they spend in there for hours. And it's, you know, wow. Anywho, but that's what I really think. That's what I really think.
I don't think they're gay. I just think they probably just got a problem, like they just perverted. And if it was
Yeah.
them in there watching some guys dance, then
I
yeah,
think they're
but
watching the guys and they're watching the girls, but I think they're watching the guys. I really think so. Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody.
Well,
I can't
no,
speak for
now
everybody. I
see,
know we
I'm
got
not talking about the ones that
others.
when you have just said what you just said, okay? So I'm not talking about that, and all I'm doing is I'm just saying. I don't care. People can beg to differ, and I'm glad that you know what? I am glad that you got integrity about yourself. I'm glad to be sitting up here and somebody saying, "Hey, you know what? I got a wife or I got a woman. And I don't roll like that." That's good. That's okay. But anyway, I'm not here to say right or wrong, nothing like that. What I am here to say though is, if you are in a relationship and you find yourself looking outside to somebody else, then you're automatically telling yourself you no longer want to be with that person. Do you see how that is? Because that's the truth. That's the
Yeah.
bottom line of it. Okay?
Yeah, I see that.
And so to thine own self be true, because you go out there and you part and then you go, oh, it's nothing, or not you, but and it may be nothing to you, but that person, you've taken a piece of yourself that person thinks that they have, and you've given it away, and you've shown them that it's nothing because it's not nothing. And now you've got this person feeling all horrible and feeling all nothing about nothing, and they ain't done nothing wrong, when all you had to do was just skitty on daddy along and go on about your business. Because if you want to play, there's plenty of people that want to play with you. But you ain't got to play with the people that don't want to be played. Because people get hurt and people get devastated and they get discombobulated. Or they end up getting messed up in the head like me. So we won't talk about me though.
Or they act out the movie Misery.
Oh my God, that is one of my favorite movies. How did you know? Misery is my color. Oh my God, she was like, you dirty birdie. She had that man hemmed up. And she did everything but turn him out and have sex with him. I was like, oh my God, she owned that man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah. So in relationships, and I don't care if it's boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, BFF, dating. I don't care. Whatever, marriage, whatever, any and all, whatever. With growth, there's progression. And you either grow apart, or you grow together, or you grow apart. Okay? And then if you don't agree, see, if you want somebody else and you're going outside, again, either there's something wrong, and then again it's with the now guess what? Turn it around, and I think I heard Rod say, or somebody say, turn it around and share that with your partner. And then, I mean, take it right there. Hey, I'll dance. You know what I'm saying? You can dance at home. And stuff like that between amongst each other. Because the Bible does say that the marriage bed is undefiled. So, and now watch this. It's not what goes into the man that defiles it, but what comes out of him. Anyway, I'm about to start praising. I did that. That happened to me one time. I went in the spirit and I praised for like 20 minutes. I mean, I came back. Nobody was in the chat room. There was no music playing. I might have even knocked us off the air. I mean, it was crazy. All right, so now that is going to wrap us up for... Do you guys have any more comments about the subject of the relationship wars? Stripper, no stripper? Oh, no, wait. Let's ask it from this angle. Are there things that... like, are there any other things that Rod, were there things that was there things that you was no longer allowed to do when you got married? Was there things that your wife forbade you to do? Like, no, you ain't bringing that furniture up in this house. We get, like, did all of your stuff get thrown out and you guys got new furniture, that type of thing or something?
No, I think early on in our marriage, one of our biggest problems was I was an adamant lover of pit bulls, so I spent a lot of time with my dogs, whether I was walking them or training them and doing that type of stuff and spending a lot of money on expensive dog food.
Yeah.
Not no Alpo or no stuff. I was getting like the science dye, like $30 a bag or something. So that was the biggest thing that I had to change up,
Really?
Yeah, I had about 3 or 4 pits, and I was really, really into my dogs, and
So
instead of me spending time at home, I was out.
Do you have any now?
No.
Yeah,
But the only reason I don't have many because our current home we're renting,
Okay.
so they don't allow us to have dogs.
Okay.
But that's the only reason why. It's not like she's saying you can't have a pit bull. It just was like you can't have 3 or 4 and you're over there training them and trying to run a kennel,
Right.
But that was early on. But
Yep. So watch this. So watch this. I am sure that you know like 1 or 2 or 3 people right there in your area that are dog lovers like you. Now watch. You guys can pool enough together. It won't cost much. And rent you a spot monthly, and then you can have your dogs there, and then you partner with the other 3 people that have time to take care of the dogs and walk them and stuff like that, and then you also have a business, and you've got people there in place for to operate a kennel or whatever, and to take care of the dogs. You can go visit the dogs, and you can have the dogs, and then someone else takes care of them, and maybe your wife can become a part of that and come down there and visit the dogs with you, and you can still have that as part of your life and be making money too. How you like me now?
Oh yeah, that works. Like I said, I just got tied up into the music right now.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, I wait
And that's why you get the couple of
and then
people. That's why you get the couple of people, and you just do it like you said. Did you not just hear what I said? Do you want me to tell you again? I just gave it to you, man. You got ka-chings right there. I will make you money all day long. You need to listen to me and pick up what I'm putting down and catch it when I'm giving it to you, because I don't know that I can repeat it again.
No, I caught you. I seen you put the system in place. I caught that.
Let me see you do it. All you gotta do. Let me ask you this. All right. Do you know 2 or 3 people that love dogs right now? Chop, 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 chop. Yes, no. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I know. Yes.
All right. Now between the 3 of you. Okay, let's say it's 3 of you. Okay, the 3 of you. You guys can come up with $30 a month between each of you, right?
Right.
All right, now
Yeah.
30 plus 3, that's $100 right there. Okay, $100. You guys go rent a spot, and then you have your friends that they might have time, or between the 2 of them or whatever. And you set up the formula, and they go down there and they work it. Blah blah blah. You're doing your music. Blah blah. Man, you know what? Never mind. I take it back. You can't have my idea. Forget it.
What?
Nah, man. Nah. If I got to explain it to you, I mean, it's simple to me. Look, get your money, man, and then just play back the show, and it's all on there. All right? I can take any situation that you're in, especially if it's something that you've made a sacrifice for, stuff like that, and that makes perfect sense. All things in decency and in order. But there are ways that you can do things by partnering and things like that. And I work from a nillionaire concept. And a nillionaire is where you use nil, you look up and you take what you have around you, and then I have this thing where you make people like you make money. Because if you look at people and where now watch this, okay? I may not have $1 million, but watch this. I've got a radio station, and then I'm sitting here talking with Swift Dizzle, and I'm sitting here talking with Big Rod of VAC Productions, and then you guys got the studio, and you guys is making the music, and then over here I've got the website, and I'm doing all the promoting, and then we've got, speaking of promoting, I'm going to talk to you guys about that too, because you guys need to get a promotional pack, either from Vibes Live promotional pack or from Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. All right. Now that's one thing you can do if you say you want to help me and if you love me. Now, whatever I was saying, what was I saying? Help me. Something about something. You guys made me forget. Jesus. What was I talking
You
about?
said about the promotional pack, and
Yeah, that you need to get one. You guys are going to get one, right? I'm going to give you all the
yeah,
information and stuff. Yeah. And Swift Dizzle, you definitely need to get
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
Hmm.
I definitely do. On there 100%.
Yeah. This is going to be so hot. I was saying something and I forgot. Maybe I can run it back myself. Hey, if anybody's listening, please type to me and tell me what I was talking about so that I can continue on. Otherwise, isn't it time to play another song? Okay, Relationship Wars. So that's going to wrap it up for the Relationship Wars. I always do this. I always mess it up because the stuff is so long. Hold on. All right, so here we go with the Relationship Wars. That's that. So you had Robinlynne keeping the vibes live, Bum Russian Relationship Wars with Swift Dizzle and Big Rod from VAC Productions.